This video is brought to you by the 9% and is powered by Petty Vision Productions. Now sit back and enjoy the show.
I wake up every minute with the fever dreams. I push my mind to a limit where it needs to be. I work blind, got vision I don't need to see. I'm picking mind over matter, I believe in me. I need to find more hours in the day to breathe. Need to find more power in the way I be. And when my mind turns sour with the painful scenes, I need to scream out loud, I can't stop me. I wanna be the greatest like Rocky. You know I leave them all hating like a hobby. I'm out here making moves like a lobby. And if you ain't with me, it's your loss. See, I got my mind on the facts. I'm a python, grab what I like real fast. So until I have everything I attack, everything that I lack, everything that I want, and I see, matter of fact. Cause I'm my own worst enemy. Only if I let it be. I can control anything if I can just think carefully. I control my destiny. Deep up in my mind I manifest it. Every morning I wake up obsessed and everything I do the best. And deep within my mind you know I'll always manifest it.
What up, though? It's the word. I am your reality coach, and this is your shot of reality. But before that, let me see who in the chat. Gary Busted Down Brown, what up, brother? Appreciate you. Bronze Flat Powers in the building, people. And you know who else in the building? Mr. West. Appreciate you, bro. Heath West is in the building, y'all. Antisocial, what up, sis? And we got Tay Eats. So y'all know what that is. The 9 is in the building. The 9 is complete. I seen Bud Files in the piece. What up, Bud Files? Appreciate you. Hey, this is something, y'all know when y'all see that delineate. This is something that B Peachy, what up, though? Appreciate you. You know, when I say delineate, that's, an old topic I covered. And I want to be more precise about what I said. I was listening to that video earlier because I was on Miss V panel. And she said something and it hit me, right? She was talking about, how excited she is to get with people who want to work hard, who got the same aspiration and desires to be successful. And I'm like, and I thought I did this video recently, but I didn't. It was a while back. But I say this is a perfect time to delineate on. Just be more precise. And I'm gonna drop the link. I'm gonna put the foundation down, and then I'm gonna drop the link. And then just when you come up, please let's build on this topic because we being purposeful, right? We want to get the information to the people. So we talking about complimenting versus competition, and this is when you linking up with people, right? When you joining the people, when you creating a group. When you're in a community, even when you in a relationship, right? Because I've seen people who were dating competing with one another. Like, that's wild. But naturally, as human beings, that's one of the tendencies we have is to compete. So understanding how to compliment someone, and complimenting means cooperating. Think of it like that. Complimenting and cooperating, interchangeable. It's just in the fashion that you use the word. So if you in a group like the 9%, we ain't got time to be competing with one another. We understand that we all have our own unique skills. It's something special about all of us, right? And so we come together and we allow each other to use one another in a way that we all can benefit. That's how we grow. If we was in a group together, trying to build a group, and we steady competing with one another, anytime you compete is a winner and a loser. That's just what it is. You can call it friendly competition, call it whatever you want, but it's a winner and a loser. When you compliment, is someone going to be better than someone? That's life. People are better than people in different aspects. That's not the point. The point is, can we make each other better? The better we make one another, the stronger the group is. So when you getting together and you working with people, there's no point of there's no point in competition. Because even when you say friendly competition, it takes both people on the same wavelength, understanding that this is not for us to beat each other down, but to build each other up. And even once you do that, it becomes you complimenting one another. You can draw the best out of people. That's like when I used to spar, right? I could have went full throttle on a couple people. A couple people could have went full throttle on me, but we were engaging to help one another learn. So when we do get in a competition with someone outside our gym, that we are our best version. So that wasn't competition between us. We wasn't trying to be better than one another. We were trying to make one another better. It's the mindset. The way you think is how you approach things in life. And if you're in a group and you're competing with people within a group, then, what are you doing? Even if it's for a job, right? Like when I worked in real estate, it was competition within the office. The office didn't grow. I went to another office and they said, look, we ain't competing against one another. The best person gets the job that makes the office better. Whoever's the best person for the client, whoever can close this particular type of client, that's who gets the job. So if you want that, just become better at doing that. And people was helping one another. Wasn't no information with help. When you're in competition and you're in a group and you know something that the other person don't know, you in competition. Why you go give them the information? You go withhold it, right? We in a competition. If we both going for this job, I give you an example. When I was an anesthesia assistant, right, the manager position popped up, and it was me and this girl. She was part time. She was there for like a year before I was, but she was part time. I was full time. So as far as clock hours, I had more. As far as experience, knowledge, and education, I have more. Only thing she had was a start date that was before mine. My resume paper, I put it on white ivory resume paper. Beautiful. My resume was impeccable. She only job she ever had before that job was at a department store. I had positions where I was in leadership positions. She didn't. And she was older than me. Right? The night before her interview, do you know she called me and asked me what is our job description? She was doing her resume. My resume was done 2 days before. My suit was ironed. Even though I worked in the hospital and I had to work the same day that I had my interview, I wore a suit. These people see me every day. They know me. I still wore a suit. Brought my resume on resume paper. She brought hers in folded up. She called and asked me what the job description, and I told her. I helped her. Right? DJ Fruit Loop, what up, though? Appreciate you. 755 is in the building. Appreciate you. So when I went into the interview, one of the assistant managers was there, and she left out in the middle of the interview. And she went and told the girl, was like, I think he got the job. He's a better candidate, so he probably gonna get the job. When left the interview to tell her that, it was buddy. It was cool. I was my director asked me what makes me a better fit for the job than the other candidate, and I told her, I said, well, honestly, I can only tell you about me, what I have to offer. As far as what makes me better than her, you'll have to determine that. I was not going to say anything negative about her. I didn't get the job. She got it. And it was revealed that when they asked her that question, instead of saying what she can provide, she talked about what she felt my weaknesses were. I never told nobody that she didn't know. She didn't even know the job description. I had to tell her. She was in competition with me. I wasn't in competition with her. I felt the best person suited for the job, no matter what, will get it. That's just how I felt. Because I worked with this lady for 10 years, so I figured we were a team. You know, for the 10 years we was there, we worked side by side. We helped save people lives. That was a reality check. I didn't know we was in competition. So when she called, I helped her. If I knew we was in competition, I still would have helped her. I'm not gonna change because other people do things. It's not gonna change me. You know, no matter how people look or do, I'm gonna still be me regardless. You know, other people's actions and thoughts don't change me. But the whole point I'm making is when you having friendly competition, if both people don't understand the rules and the regulations, then you get stuff like that to happen. The realest one is in the building. Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. Frugal Mama is in the building. Appreciate you. Hey, if the mods can do me a favor, can y'all make sure Frugal Mama link get dropped? And DJ Fruit Loops also. Anybody without a stick, make sure they link get dropped. I appreciate that. So when you even on this YouTube, like, and I'm throwing flowers at my sister's feet, right? Antisocial and take each, I'm gonna throw flowers at their feet. Any opportunity I get because we build each other up. I mean, if y'all can hear some of the conversations we have just about information and how to do something, we share information. We're not stingy. We understand that what's for us is for us. You know, I'm going to have my turn at the top. Tay go have her turn at the top. Anton go have her turn at the top. And we go celebrate whoever up there. We go uplift whoever up there. We go keep continuously helping one another grow to the best version. When you trying to build something, even a business, right? You need things that complement you. Like, think about competitors in business. If you think about a Walmart and I don't know what other supermarket like chain y'all got, but we got like Walmart and Myers in Michigan, right? They had constant competition with one another. So they looking at each other prices, but you know who ain't in competition? People who supply them their goods. Because some of the same people supply Walmart and Myers with their supply. You see some of the same bread, some of the same food in both stores. Those people ain't in competition. They not Walmart and Myers aren't in competition with the people who supply them their goods. They have to complement. You know, when you working with someone, when you building with someone, as we say on YouTube, right? If you engage in friendly competition, make sure you sit down and have a conversation with the people. Because competition, it deems a winner and a loser. That's just what it is. You can try to candy coat it and all that, but at the end of the day, it's a winner and a loser. And if y'all on the same team, when one lose, the other one lose. When one win, the other one win. That's how it's supposed to work. When you playing organized sports, right? I played football for years. It was times where players was called. I wouldn't go get a tackle or a sack. My job was to fill the hole so the next player can come behind me and get it. But if I didn't do my job right, if I didn't pick up, if I didn't draw the attention of two people, there wasn't no clear hole. If I didn't get around the end quick enough, the linebacker couldn't shoot the A gap. So I had to do my job, and my job sometimes was to be a decoy. But if I did my job, the team had success on that play. So when you in a group, you ain't gonna be the one to shine all the time. Some people can't take that. You need to recognize who you're working with. Is this person competing with me, or are they trying to compliment me? You have to recognize that. DD in the building. I'll drop the link in 1 second. I want to give a shout out to my sister. Make sure y'all linked up with Tay and Antisocial. They got the Sugar and Spice show going on. It gets sugary and spicy at the same time.
This video is brought to you by the 9% and is powered by Petty Vision Productions. Now sit back and enjoy the show.
That was Sugar and Spice, y'all. Sugar and Spice. Oh, y'all don't start that in this chat. Yeah, but that's one of the things I have to identify, in life in general, right? Who was cooperating and who was competing. You see that with, like I said, even within families, right? You think in families people will be trying to uplift one another, but there's a lot of times I had instances where I've seen parents competing with their kids. Literally competing with their kids. Like, come on now. You should want the generation behind you to do better than you. But people in competition, it's an innate. I don't know if it's. I guess everybody different, right? Some people, they just born to compete. Like, you hear stories of Michael Jordan, everything was competition to him. And that can be healthy. It can drive you. But if you're in a group, that don't work. It don't work. You want everyone to be up to par. Miss Queen, what up, though? Appreciate you. You want everybody to be up to par. You want everybody functioning at the highest level. That's how you get the most productivity. That's how you become efficient. It's everyone. And that's all, and I'm so happy I see so many people saying that, because like when I was 27, 28, I had a personal training company called No Competition. And my slogan was, you are your only competition. Right? And that's what I told people, because when I took people in the gym, they looking at what everybody else doing. Don't worry about what they doing. You on a different level than them. You might be higher, might be lower, but what they do don't determine your results that you do. No matter what someone does in life, that don't determine the results that you will gain out of the work you put in. The only thing that determines the results you get is the work you put in. So looking at what everybody else doing, it never did nothing for me. I knew some people was better than me. Some people was faster than me. Some people smarter than me. That don't make me feel insecure. If anything, it just tells me it's more levels. Like I said, perception perceives the action. If you have insecurities, when you see people doing things better or bigger than you, first thing people think is something negative, instead of looking at it like, if they did it, I can do it. Jealousy, envy, those things will put you in competition with other people. That's why I said I don't have it in my heart. Jealousy or envy, it's not in my heart. So when I see people doing good, I'm like, dang, they did that. I understand it's possible for me to achieve it. I don't look at it like, oh, they don't deserve it, or no, I don't do. You don't know what people go through to get what they want. You know, we see people at the end result. We see people driving their nice cars, wearing their nice suits, eating at nice restaurants, and people think, oh, why do they deserve it and I don't? I work hard. You don't know what they had to go through to get what they got. I ain't got nothing, but I went through hell to get everything that I got, and I ain't really got nothing. I ain't got much in life. I got happiness. I got satisfaction. But people see the little bit I got and they looking at me weird and crazy like, bro, you don't know what I've been through. You take a knife in the chest, you take a bullet in the butt, you get a tube in your head, and then tell me you want my life. That's the thing right there. You know, that's why I always stay grateful and try to live in gratitude. Because even when you stay grateful and live in gratitude, when you look at things outside yourself, when you see what other people got, you still be thankful for what you have. You never know how long a person had to struggle before they finally got their big break. You never know how long someone had to be uncomfortable before they got their big break. It's easy to look on the outside. I'll give you an example, right? I'm gonna use me. I've been on YouTube for a year. I just hit 30K, right? I did that off a short I remixed. Not even something I created. It was something I remixed. It was an option YouTube gave me, and I used it, right? All the hard work I put in, I didn't get rewarded. Not the way I did from remixing. So when people see that, people look like, oh, you know, he got lucky. He hit a short. He didn't even make it. It's something that he remixed. That's why he got demonetized because of reused content. I'm on here. I'm not getting paid. I'm not getting paid. Some of the best work I did, people didn't even watch. I'm not a content creator who just come on here and push live. I actually write things down. I script things. I create his thumbnails, but I create visuals to go with some of my teachings. I am giving people my heart and my soul on here. I'm not coming on here bullshitting people. I'm not. I don't come on here for play. Like the stuff I say, I lived it. I'm sharing my life experience, some of my pain, some of my suffering. I'm sharing that in hopes that it can help someone. My intent for the content I make is good. I stay on here. I can only do late nights, but I be on here kicking it with the people 2, 3, 4 in the morning sometimes. I'm not getting paid for that. My time is precious. I'm just being honest. I'm not saying I'm better than nobody, but I have a family and I got to feed them. And to come on here and not get paid, even what I do in real life, you know, from real estate to life insurance to I'm coaching now. All those jobs are service jobs to people. People have problems and I solve them. Even when I worked in the hospital, I was servicing people. I've been like that my whole life. Servicing people. I never really did it for the money. I did it. Of course, you need the money to live. But the reason I went into those fields wasn't for the money. But then people always go find something to downplay or hate. I know that. But you don't know what people go through. half of the time I be on here, I be having migraines. Some people hear it, like, you straight, bro, text me while I'm doing the show, like, you all right? I can hear it. But I still do it. I don't come on here to cause no distractions or drama, none of that, man. And it's appreciated. And I appreciate the people who appreciate it. But then you got people who come on here and do the most, right? And those be the people who try to tear you down because you're doing something right. That's how it is in life. That's why you have to be careful to understand who's competing or who's complimenting you. For me, I'm a true student of Neely Fuller. If we can't build positive, if we can't build some type of positive relationship, there's no need for me to interact with you at all. There's no need. It's a waste of my time, waste of your time. We just wasting time. Because if it ain't positive, the only aspect left is negative. The other end of the pole is negativity if it ain't positivity. So what are we doing? I've never been one who just accept things in life. People are who they are. I don't judge people. But if I can't interact with them, I'm not dealing with them. Why? Why? If we can't do something productive and positive, what are we doing? That's why I tell people, find your tribe, build your tribe. You can have fun, you can do all the good things, with the right people. You can joke, you can laugh, you can grow, you can learn, all with the good people. But with a bunch of people who ain't interested in that, they just trying to worry about besting you, being better. You can't do nothing with them. I can't do nothing with them. Being obedient to your goals, yeah. Gary, that right there, man. Hey, man, y'all make sure y'all go check out Gary. Gary be over there dropping soft stew. This is what I'm saying. It's so many good content creators on here that's not getting the support they should. Not getting the opportunity to talk to the masses. Gary one of the people. Gary be spitting soft. Y'all go check out Gary, man. And that too, like talking to Miss V earlier. Hold on, let me read this comment real quick. Fact of the matter is, they could say how come they got that, but probably won't even want to go through what the person went. And that's what I be saying, bro. That's what I be saying. Like my little cousin, I always, I'm proud of him. He made it to the NFL, right? And then people, he ain't the biggest thing in the world. He ain't the strongest. He just got hurt. He got hurt, and people was hating on him. Like, well, how did he make it? Because this boy used to do 1,000 push-ups a day, right? He went from 1,000 a day to 500 an hour. He wasn't the biggest. He wasn't the strongest, but he built himself up to take hits and to give them. And the boy fly around the field like a missile, reckless, and broke his arm twice. He don't care. Pulled his hamstring. He got a plate in his arm, and he still played hard. It's his heart. He wanted more. They ain't willing to go through what he went through, but they want what he got. You ain't willing to walk through the fire, then you don't deserve what's on the other end. That's just what it is. That's why I don't do participation trophies. Life doesn't give them to you. Life don't give you participation trophies. If you want to put the work in, you can look. I've been on here for a year, right? I got a total of 590 videos. That's more than one video a day. I got hours of live. Most of my content is live. I got my watch hour in 2 months. That's because I was going live. I was putting in the work. Running around, supporting other people, supporting those who were supporting me, trying to create new relationships with people. I put the work in. I didn't, the subject, people was interested in what I was talking about. I didn't just push live and expect people to come listen and stay and interact. No, I try to create a product that people enjoy. I'm not a good entertainer. I'm not gonna lie to you. I try with my edits and I try to add stuff. I do new things. I put a lot into this, and I'm not getting paid for it. But I know the work I put in will pay off later, so I'm putting it in now. I don't want the reward now and then have to pay for it later. It only happens one or two ways. You either pay now and you receive the reward later, or you receive the reward now and you pay later. I'd rather put the work in now. D Shep is in the building. What up, Shep? Appreciate you, bro. Appreciate you. So I put the work in now. And that's what we doing. We putting the work in. We creating content. We don't want you to support us because you like us. We want you to support us because the content is good. It's worth supporting. I always ask for input. I don't know what's needed. I can only talk about what I see, what I observe. So I always ask people, if you had a subject that you want me to touch on or anything, feel free to contact me. I got an email, I got IG. I'm here for the people. My whole thing over here is personal development. If we can feel better, we can think better, we can do better. That's my philosophy. The way you feel creates thoughts. Those thoughts eventually becomes action. Selena. I appreciate that, brother. I appreciate that, Keith. And that's the thing too. Like Miss V was saying earlier. Shout out to Miss V, man. That's our YouTube specialist. If you ain't got one, nana boo boo. Nana boo boo if you ain't got a Miss V. Because that's the reason I'm where I'm at now. Her challenges that she got when you joined the winning team, it pushed me to do what I did. And that's how I got here. So definitely shout out to Miss V. Miss Tracy is in the building. What up, Miss Tracy? But Miss V was saying earlier, building with the right people. This is you have to know, like if you coming on YouTube and you want to be successful, you want to be monetized, you want to get the opportunity to make some extra money, or some people have aspirations to becoming a full-time content creator. This is the reality. You're going to need help. You're not going to be able to do everything. You're going to have to pay for things. You're going to have people assist you. There's so much to learn. I just got the understanding about the 3 algorithms. I'm thinking, I don't know what I was thinking, but it's 3 different algorithms to this. It's the shorts algorithm, it's the live algorithm, and it's the upload algorithm. All 3 are different. And if you look at the successful people who doing each, they're all different, totally different aspects. Shorts ain't nothing like uploads. Uploads ain't nothing like live. Not if you want to draw the crowd and keep to draw people in and to keep them to retain their attention. There's different ways to do it through all 3. So understanding that, I didn't know that. And like I said, it's people on here who knows things and they withhold information. Be cool with you and everything. but they'll withhold information. Why? Because they're competing with you. You got to be careful of that because it'll be the people right next to you hoping that you fall and stumble. People right next to you. Hold on, I got to get this DoorDash for the wife. But y'all know what I got. Hey, like I said, my sisters, I'm a blaster.
I'm not a monster. I'm just ahead of the curve in a world that's lost its way.
Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, all this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits. I'm losing shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip. You choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. Yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Yo, do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor.
Hey man, my people came in. Commander, what up though? Appreciate you. Watermelon in the house. What up though, sisters? I appreciate y'all. Hey, yeah, what Miss V was saying earlier was this. So, you know, we all getting it from the mud. We all getting it from the mud, right? And we have to, if we want to see each other successful, we have to act like it. You know, that's why any chance I get the people I'm working with, I make sure to shout them out. Anybody who showed me love, I make sure to shout them out. We got to help each other get seen. You know, you just got to be careful who you do that with, right? Make sure the people is not in competition with you, because you'll put your competitor on a pedestal and uplift them higher than you. And when they get to the top, they ain't gonna help you up. They gonna keep their foot on you and keep you down. So you have to be careful with that. But when you get the right people, make sure you promote them. And like I was telling people earlier, Miss V is our YouTube specialist, right? Her success is predicated upon your success. So this lady is offering her service to us to make us successful. Her numbers, your numbers matter more to her than her numbers. That's the crazy thing. How can you not support that? How can that not be supported? You know, there's a lot of stuff about YouTube, the updates. There's a new policy as far as bullying and harassing. They got a lot stricter, you know. And if people don't know these things, then guess what? You'll be on YouTube today and gone tomorrow. She read all these new, look, every time we get a new policy, she hitting me up like, look, you can't do this no more. You can't do that. Be careful of this. Be careful of that. You know how valuable that is? I'm not even monetized right now. But when I get remonetized, keeping up on them updates, that's what she do. Y'all in the chat. I ain't even reading the chat. They tamper what? I ain't even reading the chat no more. I know y'all ill and out. Everything every month, bro. They change stuff so much. And if you get a channel where you critique people, you have to be careful because it's some of the rule changes. It's easy to say somebody is bullying, right? All that doxing and stuff, all that's out the window. You gone. They terminating your channel. You can't do that no more. So you go see, and from the regulations and the rule changes that they making, it look like they targeted the beefing sector, and the conscious community, because you can't even talk against a group of people. You can't say any group of people is inferior to another group of people. It literally states that you cannot say a group of people is inferior to another group of people. They talk about protected classes, but when I seen that, she sent me that, I'm like, yeah, because they went in a conscious community, they'll tell you these are the chosen people and they're better than these people. These people are inferior. They say stuff like that. So they getting stricter, and people can say right a freedom of speech and all that, but you agree to the terms and services. By agreeing, you give up your freedom of speech. That's just the reality of the situation. I'm not gonna say you give it up, but you give up a portion. You agree into their terms. So by agreeing, you accept it. And then this is the part that tripped me out too. You can lose your channel for saying something in somebody else's chat. That's crazy. You can lose your channel for saying something else in somebody else's chat. So y'all need to get with Miss V. If y'all doing this content creating and you trying to make some money off of it, get with Miss V, because one false move, you'll lose everything. You'll lose everything. So, for harassment and bullying like 2 weeks ago, and they was just responded. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. And the game is like this, man. This is what we was talking about the other day. I forgot what the name of the live was, but we was talking about when people not reacting. Was that resilience? When we was talking about respond instead of react. People will say stuff to get you to do stuff, and just because you won't snitch don't mean they ain't trying to. I had a real life situation where someone did something knowing I was going to react, and their intention was to take a hit and call the police. They wanted me to hit them. They wanted me to put my hands on them just so they can call the police. And this was a hood dude. He was a hustler. I quit hustling and went and got a job. He wanted me to lose my job. Like, people, when people don't have nothing to focus on, and they tend to focus on you, you have an issue. And you have to be careful with those type of people, because they will make it their business to bring you down. So it would be people on here talking mess to you. You respond, and guess what? They're harassing and bullying me, even though they said something first. You have to be careful. You have to be careful. That's what I said. Some people ain't even worth responding to, let alone giving a reaction. That's what I say. I'm not coming off my throne to deal with no pigs in the mud. I'm not doing it. A person focusing on me ain't focusing on what they need to do. So that just tells me about them. That must mean you ain't got nothing to live for. You ain't got nothing to build. You have no purpose in life. If your purpose in life is to harm me, to bring me down, then what you gonna do after that? You gonna find somebody else to harm and bring down? 9 times out of 10, yeah. And shout out to Sis, Antisocial. She did a dope live last night too. And she was talking about in the beginning. It got kind of wild at the end when Sugar hit the panel. When Sugar and Spice together, yeah, they get wild. But she was talking about people living in their purpose, right? And I made a comment. I was being a smartass, right? But she was right. She said, if you look in nature, there are ticks, there are leeches. Everything we observe in nature, us as human beings have a lot of those qualities, right? We have leeches, we have parasites. People will attach themselves to you just to ride you, just to drain your energy. And when they done with you, they go find somebody else. That's their whole purpose in life. Their whole purpose. So it is people out here like that. Anything you observe in nature, you have those qualities in human beings too. We'll break that down one day. Yeah, Selena, that's what I was telling you. That's our YouTube specialist. Miss V go get you right. Miss V go get you right. I appreciate you subbing over to Miss V. Hey, just tell her the nine sent you. She'll know you family. She'll know you cool. If y'all ever go see anybody I suggest, just tell them the nine sent you. They'll know you come in peace. But you have that. There was no accountability without responsibility. Yeah, I don't know if I touched on it then. Man, I be talking so much. I don't know what video got what in it no more. Oh, and that's another thing. I'm about to erase a lot of my content. A lot of my old content, and I just redo it because I'm about to come up for monetization, and I just want the channel clean. I don't want to have to guess or try to figure out exactly what it was. You know, we kind of narrowed it down to the shorts, but just in case, because I know when I first started, I didn't know what I was doing, so I was using music that was not copyrighted. But if they reviewed the channel, it was a possibility. They hit it for reused content, like my old intros and my old. So I'm deleting all that. I got it on StreamYard, so if I need it, I can go back into it. But I got most of it on a hard drive. I probably will put all of it on a hard drive before I completely erase it. But so yeah, a lot of that old content is going bye bye. But that's good. We got a fresh start. We got more people here, more bright minds, so just more opportunities for us to delineate on that content. You know, I like that word. No, I ain't hear that. You ain't hear what? But now, in Tay's defense, right? It is when Tay come up, but it's not Tay. It's you. It's not Tay. It's you. It's you. It's you. It's you. But you know that's what sugar and spice is. You get it sweet, you get it hot, sweet and hot. All the great info. Yo, hey, you more than welcome, Selena. That's what we do. We drop sauce over here. You know, I don't believe withholding information. I believe sharing and growing because you might know something I need, and if I was holding information from you in your time of need, I can't expect you to do nothing less for me. You know, so that's why I always try to share what I know. Even when people like, hey man, I pay you to do this, I'll be like, okay, or I can just tell you how to do it. I'm a bad businessman at times. I promise you I am. Like people be asking me, how do you do this? How do you do that? Well, can you do this? I'm like, I can show you how to do it, no problem. And I show them. You know how many times people call me to ask them to do their brakes? I tell them just bring your car over, and I teach them how to do the brakes. This is the tools you need. This is how you got to do it. Be careful of this. Be careful of that. I don't even charge them. They fix their brakes themselves. So I mean, I don't know. Everybody different, you know. Um, some people like, nah, I don't want to learn, and then okay, pay me then. But if you're willing to learn, I'm willing to teach. If you're willing to listen, I'm willing to talk. Oh yeah, Selena, you gonna like it over there. You'll like it over at Anti. You'll like it at TE. There's a lot of great content creators. Y'all make sure y'all check each other out. Support is support, and it's genuine people over here. They rock out in the chat. I appreciate everybody. Selena been one of them day ones too. Actually, Selena was the first person I really spoke to on a panel, like interacted with on the panel. Her and Doe Eyes. I think I jumped on Doe Eyes panel first. But for an extensive time, Selena was the first. She was like one of the first people to welcome me in. So that's why me and Selena always been rocking. I always appreciate her. Um, but she got some dope content. She be having some dope conversations over there. I wanna link up with Juicy Fruit because I did a show on effective communication between men. But I wanna um, have a conversation on effective communication. And Juicy Fruit, I believe she said she had a degree in communication, so I think that'd be dope. The more perspectives we got, the more information we can get to people. You know, I believe this. This is my thing. I think if we talk about coming together and working with one another, right? But um, we have to know how to do that. Not only do we know how to do that, but if we want to do it and be effective, uh, us as individuals have to be right. We have to be up to par. We have to be functioning on a high level. So that's why I talk about what I talk about: personal development. All these things. A lot of the stuff. I had somebody hit me in the comments one day. It was like, "You say stuff that people already know." There's a difference between understanding and comprehension. He couldn't tell me the difference between understanding and comprehension. And I said, you know things, but it's levels to everything. When you go, like when people talk about these secret societies and Illuminati and all that, do you know they have a formula for understanding? And everything usually work in threes. So is understanding, meaning you're under the information, understanding, meaning you're within the information, and overstanding, you're over the information. Right? So if you had a basic level, which most people are, understanding, you only aware. You're only aware of something. You don't know how it functions and operates. That's understanding. But an overstanding, you can now manipulate it and make it work for you. You can now recreate it. So that's like a TV. We all understand how to work a TV. We get the controller and turn it. But the people who fix it, they have an understanding. They know how the TV operates, how it functions. But the people who create it, those are the people who make the TV. So not only can they make the TV, but they can make it better. So it's levels. So even when I say comprehending what I'm saying versus understanding what I'm saying, I can talk to you. But if you only understand, you're not going to get the full essence of what I'm talking about. But if you can comprehend, that's on a level of understanding / overstanding. Now you can take that information and actually do something with it. You might not even need all of it. You might just need bits and pieces of it. But now you can actually do something with the information. So most people are comfortable with understanding things. And if that's where you at in life, that's fine. I don't judge people. I need to comprehend. I need to understand. If I'm listening and gaining information, I need to make it work for me. How can I use this? Because if I can't use it, what am I listening to it for? So we have to get to a level of understanding. This is why we are in the position that we're in, is because it's people who understand things. And we on a level of understanding. We don't even control, most people don't even control their own emotions. It's controlled by the media. It's controlled by other people. It's controlled by beliefs. It's controlled by fears. It's controlled by everything but them. And the way you feel creates thoughts. If you feel bad about something, right? If you're afraid of something, are you going to try it? Are you going to be willing to go an extra mile? If you're afraid to go in the house, are you going to open the door and enter? 9 times out of 10, no. But why are you afraid? Fear is a feeling, is an emotion. Most people are stuck where they are in life because they're afraid to fail. So they don't even try things. Where did that come from? Where is this fear of failure coming from? Why is failure bad? Who told you failing was bad? Because you don't like the feel. You don't like the emotion that you receive after you don't achieve something. Most people haven't even been explained what their emotions are. What is fear? Think about what fear, right? Think about the things you fear. Most people fear things because they don't understand it. They don't know. People fear death because they don't know what happens after death. Fear is lack of knowledge, lack of knowing. The things, at one point, if you ever got burnt by fire, it was probably scary until you understood, okay, just don't touch it. It burns when I touch it, but I can use it to feed myself. I can use it to heat myself. I just have to be careful with it. But if you never get that understanding of fire, you will forever stay away from it. Because the only thing you know is you touched it and it was hot and it burnt you and it didn't feel good. So no, I don't want to be by fire again. Fear is lack of knowing. How many people broke that down to you growing up? How many people broke that down to you as an adult? How to get rid of fear? Is it a process? It is. It's a process. Because most fears are deep beliefs embedded. So it takes time to uproot those deep beliefs, but it's possible. Yeah, that's how people feel about love. People, like, even love, right? What is love? A lot of people, like, when people, I had a 30-minute debate. Well, it wasn't really a debate. I just listened to this dude rant on 30 minutes about how it's a thin line between love and hate. And I'm like, no, it's not. It is. There's a very thin line between you can love someone today and hate. No, you can't. That's not true. Now, if you tell me love and lust, I can agree. But love is an action. Love is something that you do. Love is described by actions in many different ways. But all those ways don't display hate. It ain't hate nowhere near love. That's something somebody created because they got done bad. And maybe you love someone, but the person didn't love you back. But that don't mean there's a thin line between it. And a lot of times people like, I'm in love. No, you're not in love. You're in lust. Most people don't know the difference between love and lust. They thinking with one part of their body instead of the heart. Not even the mind. Love ain't got nothing to do with thoughts. Love, all that comes from the heart. If you love something or love somebody, you don't want to see nothing. You would sacrifice yourself. God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son. In the Bible, it states that we were so messed up as humans that God had to sacrifice his son so he wouldn't take us out again. That's what the Bible said. That's not an act of hate. Ain't no thin line between that. He gave up the son. It's two different things. That's why a lot of these concepts that people accept, I don't accept nothing that ain't beneficial. And if it don't sound right, like with this is gonna be this totally off topic. But I want y'all to think about this. When people say, people get so mad, they be like, "Oh, you want your cake and eat it too." What the hell I get the cake for if I ain't gonna eat it? That analogy does not make sense. Please don't say that around me. You want your cake and eat it too. What the hell I get the cake for if I ain't gonna eat it? I'm supposed to look at it? What am I supposed to do with it? If I got the cake and I'm not gonna eat it, what am I supposed to do with it? Nah, how about this? You want the cake and the pie. You want the cake and the ice cream. That logically makes sense. Okay, you got two things. Okay, you got to pick one. Choose one. That's the whole concept behind it, right? You want your cake and eat it too. And then people just start regurgitating that because it sounds good. You got to stop that. Oh, man. This is why I seclude myself, because when people say stuff, I be like, bro, have you, I know, because I used to say it. And the reason I said it because everybody else said it. That's a herd mentality. Look, we don't want followers over here. We all leaders, right? We all leaders. We all lead. We don't herd over here. We goats. We ain't sheep. If you look at the nature of sheep, while they getting herded, you notice where they head at, and the next sheep ass. They can't see what's in front of them. They can get led off the cliff and won't even know until it's their turn to plunge. But goats create their own path. They got goats in the Himalaya that jump up and down mountains. These goats climb up mountains. They don't let nothing stop them. That's a mountain. Okay, I'm a four-legged animal and I'm going to climb it. Be a goat. If you got to create your own opportunities or your own path, so what? Do it. Do it. It's 755. Hey, baby, we all learning, baby. We all learn. We all should be learning constantly. Brother Keith, I'm going to let you put your quote in the chat. What happens if we don't learn today? I can't wait till Keith put that 9 behind his name. We got to hurry up and get Keith creating content. We got to hurry up and get Keith. Hey, look, we got to start harassing Keith until he go live. He wants the perfect situation. So let's create it for him. Let's keep pushing him until he say, you know what, I'm going to go live. Let's just keep pushing. So make sure y'all sub up to Keith West, because we go push him. Hey, we got realists to come on the panel. So we making moves into 2024. We got realists on the panel. D. Shep came up here. He didn't fall asleep before he hit the link. And we go get Keith. We go get Keith to go live. So we can go over there and harass him. But see, this is how it's supposed to be. You can build with people. You can congregate with people. You can have different views and opinions of life. That's variety. That's what nature provides. Look outside. You don't see the same tree. See all these different trees, all these different plants, all these different animals and insects. Variety is part of the Creator's creation. You know, we all have a unique ability given to us. Some people talk well. Some people can write. Some people are super athletic. Some people are great thinkers. You know, your gift does not diminish my gift. That's what people need to leave alone. Embrace your gift and stop being jealous of everybody else's. And nurture your gift. Develop new skills, new abilities. You can do that. You can learn. We ain't gotta hate on the next person. At some point, that gotta stop. If you can't stand someone, stay away from them. If I knew, hey, bro, just don't nod off close to no table. I don't want you hitting your head, bro, and blaming me. D Chef gonna be nodding off next to a table, have that big old lump on his head, thinking it's a third eye. Like, nah, bro, you just hit your head. There ain't no third eye, bro. Yeah, yeah. You go find the time, bro. You go find the time. And like I said, it's way. Look, I'm when I say this, man, and I'm. It's hard for me to do because it's just like it's me naturally. I extend myself to people, but I have to extend my. I have to be careful. I have to extend myself to the people who will appreciate it. And I'm learning that. I'm learning. Just 755 just said it. I'm still learning. There's a lot of stuff I'm still learning. I don't know everything. That's why I be dropping the link, and I want to hear other people's perspectives. I don't want to be the smartest person in the room because I won't gain nothing from that room, and then I get bored and leave that room. That's why I appreciate all the bright minds that come through here and take the time out to listen to me. But that's why I dropped the link because maybe I'm saying something in a way other people won't understand it, and everybody else. And you can say it in a way that other people can understand it. That's how we reach more people. We have to compliment. If we truly want the best out of the people who listen to us, if we truly have intention to give them something of substance, then I can't get mad because Gary know more about a subject than I do, because Selena has more information about something, because Realist has more experience. What am I gonna be jealous for? No, let them drop the sauce. Let them talk. Let them give the information to the people. Because the intent is to get the information out. Good night, Selena. I appreciate you, sis. I appreciate you. Yeah. The cake, you won't eat it. If you eat the cake, you won't have it anymore. You can't have both. But yeah, I only want the cake to eat it. There's no purpose of having the cake if you can't eat it. You already written a note to give the explanation. Hold on, Gary. I definitely appreciate that, brother. Let me go back up in the chat. Uh-oh. We got a 9 on the panel.
Hey.
What up, though, sis?
Nothing much. Hey, chat. Hey, mods. What's up, word?
I'm shellacking. I'm chilling. What up, sis?
Oh, nothing. I just wanted to come up here with you.
I appreciate that. Keep me
I
company.
was done. So I said, let me come up here since I'm done. We got done early tonight.
And you
Come
know
on up
what?
here, Tay. Tay knows she want to come up here too.
Tay, I will put you on top, Tay, if you come up here.
No pun intended.
I can go on the bottom. I can go on the bottom. I'm okay. I'm okay down there.
What? Who did Amethyst, baby? What?
I'm trying to catch up. Where you looking at?
Commander. Who this? Amethyst?
You don't know who anti? Hold on. Let me give her a proper introduction. Hold on. I got something especially to tell you exactly who she is. Check this out.
Oh,
Hold on, let me make sure this is the right one.
I don't know
Okay.
that woman.
Faster you guys can stop giving a damn, the better off with life you will be. Because there will be nobody on the planet
that could fuck with you.
Ain't no motherfucker in this world could do it like me. Open up your eyes and insert a little rising. You don't have to love me, you don't have to like me. Got enough love in myself, in my psyche. You should have the same in your brain nightly. If you wanna taste, bitch, you can fucking try me. If you wanna hate, bitch, you know where to find me. And if you go and hate this, you can fucking bite me. I'll be cruising in my lane fast, call it high speed. I've been working hard, yeah, I've been working nightly. If you think you'll win, ha, not fucking likely. I be taking shots, yeah, cold-blooded, icy. Watching numbers grow is what I call sightseeing. In the front row, run it up when they hype me. The following grows, they know how to ignite me.
Oh baby, you this, oh baby, you that, and then you run into somebody like me who don't give a damn. That hurts. It hurts. I understand. It hurts. Because you so used to being accepted and acknowledged and put on a pedestal. I don't care about your pedestal. And sometimes I really don't care about your feelings. To be really honest. The people that are close to me know I really don't give a fuck. Like, really. It's not a joke. Seriously, I don't. Y'all real quick. I'm gonna piss a lot of you. A lot of you are gonna be pissed off. Because how I feel about myself is how I feel about myself. I know you ain't never met a person on this planet who don't give a damn about what you think. Well, hello, nice to meet you. I'm Amethyst. And I don't give a damn about what you think.
Hey man, that's one of my favorite videos. And you know what? She did not make that's her own video that I went and found and clipped. And honestly, when I seen that, I was like, man, we gotta be cool. Like I have to be cool with this person. I'm just telling you, it's like one of them things like no, this is destiny. Like when I seen that video, I was like, it's destiny. It has to happen. Like this gonna be my homie. Like because everything you said, I resonated with it, and I binge watched your. I think I found you in Cox, either in Cox or Tonya's chat, and then I went and looked at your channel, and the very first video was that I'm not gonna block you. I'm gonna make you watch me, and I'm like, oh, that caught my attention. Then I just started binge watching your content, and I'm looking like, man, people don't know what they're missing because it's speaking from the heart. You can see the authenticity, like this is a real person, genuine, and she just speaking her heart. She don't really give a fuck how you think about it. And that's how I feel. I just don't say it, but I really don't care. If it's something that I can improve on, I listen to it. I can take constructive criticism and I can take criticism. But even in that, I'm not going to let it affect my emotions to the point where I'm going to doubt myself because someone else doubt me. We all get in our feelings at times. I get in my feelings, right? But I don't show it, and I contain it, and I transmute it. And just listening to you speak, I was like, oh no, this is destiny. Like we gotta link up, and I'm happy we did because it's been peaches and cream ever since. Sugar and spice and Mr. Nice.
Right. Man, it's definitely been exciting the past couple of months for sure since I linked up with y'all. So I'm here for the ride. I'm here. And the funny thing, listening to myself earlier when I did that premiere, I was laughing the whole premiere because I was like, "Oh my gosh, who is that person?"
Man, you were going in.
Who is that person? Because I be going in. You would think that I be like upset. I just be passionate when I talk. Like I say, when the message come, it just come, and I was gagging the whole time. I was crying, laughing at myself because it's like, how do that type of word come out of me? And I'm so innocent and cute. Who is that, Keith?
Oh man. What's going on?
Keith West is in the building, y'all. Welcome, Mr. West.
Oh man,
Hey.
peace and respect, man. Love that
I had to
intro.
hit.
Good
I
brother.
had to hit that, brother. I had to hit that.
Appreciate it, man. You know what, man? You know what? Let me just say this first and foremost. Peace and respect to everybody in the chat, and peace and respect to everybody on the panel. My good brother Word, Anti, much respect due to you. Sister Tay, much respect. Realist, D Shep, everybody, just much respect due. Man, I don't want to stray too far away from the main subject that we were on. But as far as me and what I'm doing, I'm definitely looking forward to getting this YouTube channel up and going and just putting my thoughts out there and putting everything where it needs to go. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to rush myself into something and just do it to be doing it. If I'm going to present myself, I got to present myself the right way, the way I want at least people that I really value to hear me. You know what I mean? I don't want to just get up here and just start, talking because half of the stuff that I would say or would want to translate and put out there wouldn't be authentic. It wouldn't be me. You know what I mean? So it's not that I'm making any excuses. You know what I mean? Because I'm still trying to work and trying to put myself together that I need to put together. You know what I'm saying? But I'm definitely looking forward to doing this, man. Because like I said, it's being in the right environment and being around the right people can bring that out of me. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind putting it out there. You know what I mean? Otherwise, I can go to a beef sector and I can debate. I can argue about mythology. Is it real? Is it fake? Talk about the government. I mean, I sit and I listen to those chats. You know what I'm saying? And I don't indulge in that. So I'm definitely looking forward to getting up here and just putting everything that I need to know and what I have to know out there so it can be, it'll be authentic.
And I can't wait. We ain't rushing you, brother, but we rushing you. If that makes sense.
I
Hey, man,
appreciate it.
bro. It's just love. It's just
Oh, no
love,
doubt, man.
and just being around people who will.
Mm,
It's not even accountability, but it's just pushing. We push each other.
no doubt.
So
No
I'm
doubt.
gonna push you. I'm not gonna push you hard, but I'm gonna nudge you at times. Like, okay, come on, come on, come on, come on, just to see where you at. Because I know
I
I know
need that, though.
greatness when I see it, bro. I know greatness, and it's spilling out of you, man. It really is. Real
Appreciate it, man.
matter of fact, as I'm saying, spill. Shout out to Real Spill in the building. What up, sis? Definitely check her out. Her link is in the chat. Hey, man, we be rocking and rolling over there on the weekend. Y'all got to go check sis out. Playing good music. I love when she played the reggae music. I was up to like 4 o'clock in the morning with her, listening to reggae music, just me and her and a couple other people. And we was jamming out. Always good vibes over there. Real good sister. Go check out Real Spill, y'all. Definitely.
Mm,
That's what's up.
definitely. Yeah. As far as the subject about competition, a lot of times, again, in the society we live in, man, we deal with this thing where people have to compete. You know what I'm saying? And nothing wrong with having friendly competition. You know what I'm saying? Everybody needs, like the word just told me, everybody needs that inspiration, that push. Just knowing that you got somebody in your corner that's rooting for you. You know what I mean? That's an extra step for you. You know what I mean? And this is done without being uh, this is done without bringing on extra competition and tearing people down and putting people down. You know what I mean? So a lot of times you got to find that in yourself to pull that inspiration out and do what you feel is necessary to do. You separate your needs and your wants. Your needs is always going to come before your wants. Your wants will come when they need to come. It's what you need. You know what I'm saying? So I've definitely been in environments where you had to compete on different levels. Sometimes you had to do it on a lighter level, you know what I mean? And sometimes you had to do it on a harsher level, you know what I mean? Just like getting this job that I have, I had to compete. And I had many times where people were like, well, what do you think about this person? Expecting me to, speak bad on them or put them down. I'm like, well, he's a good individual. She's a good individual. And that's how I left it. You know what I mean? I don't go around just gossiping or tearing people down. That's not my persona. You come up with your own conclusion, just like I'm sure they'll come up with their own conclusion about me. So that's just kind of my perspective of how people will try to compete with one another. Now, healthy competition, that's fine. You know what I mean? We're supposed to upgrade each other. You know what I mean? Steel sharpens steel. That's how it's supposed to go. You can even use a rock to sharpen steel. You know what I mean? All these things are usable, as long as it's at a healthy level. Now, that negative stuff, that does nothing but keep that negative cycle circling over and over again. That's why I say what I say. A day you don't learn is a day you truly don't live. And it's facts. And I'm going to land my plane there. I don't want to keep talking too much.
Oh,
That
that
was
was all.
good.
Well, go ahead, sis. My bad.
No, I was saying that was good. I was just agreeing with you.
Let me ask you this, Keith, because I've been in this position before, right?
Mhm.
Where I'm in a group of people and I'm doing things to try to make the group better. And I didn't know I was actually in competition. Like people was competing with me. So it's like I'm kind of assisting my own downfall because while I'm trying to help them, they doing little slick stuff, hiding information, withholding information.
Mhm.
So how would you how do you go about that? I guess is my question because like Gary said, once I seen that, I kind of fall back like I'm straight, because I'm not interested in it. If I'm in a group with people, I'm not interested in competing. I'm trying to
Right.
compliment. I'm trying to, make. I need everybody to be working at a high level or
Mhm.
functioning on a high level. So, and I know a lot of that happen on here on YouTube. You be thinking
Oh,
you
yeah.
cool with people and you trying to build with them, and the whole time they plotting on your downfall, and it's like that's weird. I don't know, man. It's just weird to me.
Well, based on my experiences, because that's the only thing I can really go by, is based on my personal life experience. Not so much a YouTube experience, because I understand that this is just an internet service. You know what I mean? And once you close the app, that's the end of that. As far as your personal life or my personal life experience, should I say, you have to focus on yourself. You know what I mean? You have to focus on what's important to you and what's not important to you. You know what I'm saying? You only take the word of those who give you some kind of sense of value. You know what I mean? Like me, when I first found this platform, much respect to Goddess Steve because she put me on. And it wasn't just me, it was so many other good brothers that were in that sector. You know what I mean? But we weren't about the debating and the arguing and the feud. We were just about just coming together and putting information and talking and conversating where everybody else wanted to debate. So that's when Goddess D was like, yeah, you should check out the words. I came over here and instantly it just felt good. It was just like, okay, finally I can go somewhere and talk and speak, and I don't mind putting my voice over here. But yeah, when you're dealing with competition, again, with people competing with you, it's either healthy competition or it's negative competition. So people who feed negativity, I don't respond. You know what I mean? Because that's something that they have to deal with. That's their insecurity. That's expectation that they're placing on someone else that they really should apply to themselves. Everybody has a certain story about their journey and their life choices and where life put them. Some of us are at a good position where they can actually make things happen instantly, and that's great. No hate on that. But then you got some people who are working and building themselves up and putting themselves where they need to go. You know what I mean? So again, me, I just focus on what I need to do and I just embrace those who, like you said, you see the value in me, you see the talent in me, you know what I'm saying? The blessing, if you will. You see that in me and I value that. You know what I mean? I hold that close. So that's how I handle. Hopefully I answered your question, brother, because again, I can only speak from my experiences and dealing with different individuals.
And you know what? You definitely gave me more clarity because I was just thinking like, um, the way I'm gonna move forward is this: if um, if I'm not getting the same energy, I can't give it. I can't because that will let me know if you competing or complimenting me. You know what I'm saying? Like, um,
Feel that.
I'm still learning, bro. So I'm trying to find new ways to identify things that I'm just now experiencing. Like in real life, it's different. You can almost feel it when people competing
Mm-hmm.
with you, but on here it's different,
Mm-hmm.
So I'm still learning how to navigate online, I wasn't really
No
big
doubt.
into social media, you know, um, and
Mm-hmm.
then when I was, it was like debate. So it's like everyone is competition at that point. But like
Yeah.
being on here and working with people, like it's the difference between, how, I interact with the sisters and Miss V than how I interact like when I first came on here. Cause I had an incident, bro. It was weird. It was like, and it almost, I was to the point like, man, I ain't about to do this. But it was like, for me, it was just a miscommunication. But it was blown up to an astronomical level. And I'm looking like it wasn't really that. And it's like I can only apologize so many different ways. And I got to the
Mm-hmm.
point like, okay, now I'm beating myself up. I will apologize for any transgression because I'm not doing anything out of malice. I might say something. I don't know everyone's boundaries. I don't know everyone's triggers. So if I say something and it triggers someone, because it's not out of malice, I have no problem, apologizing. But then when people throw your apology, and I understand because people have given me backhand apologies, but I mean, at
Mm-hmm.
some point, you should understand what's sincere and what's not. And it's like, okay, I done apologize three different ways, twice in emails, face to, well, on here, and it's like, it's not good enough. And then I realized, like, oh, um, this ain't what I thought it was. This is something different. I don't know what this is, so I'm gonna just step back and leave it alone because I'm unfamiliar with it.
Right.
And throughout the YouTube, I understand what it is now. Content is
Oh yeah,
content,
man.
and, you know,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like I always say, shout out to Miss V because she was telling a
Mm.
story about her driving in the fog and how she couldn't see nothing. And I created an analogy, like when she said it, it reminded me of emotions. Like when people are in their emotions, a lot of times their judgment will be cloudy.
Mm-hmm.
It'll be something right in front of you and you won't see it. If you like someone, right? If we cool, we all like someone, we tend to give them people the benefit of the doubt, right?
Right.
Because we like them, and sometimes them people will be showing you exactly who they are and you still won't see it because you like them. Though that emotion of you liking that person will cloud your judgment and you won't see what's right in front of you. And that's what I had to learn on here. It's like just take things for what they are. And if you need clarity, if something happens and I ask you and you can't explain to me, then I know it's BS. That's just how I look at it. Because if I did something, I can explain why I did it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Major
um,
facts, and that's authentic. That's definitely authentic. See, on here again with the YouTube, the way it is, people are on here for so many different purposes. You know what I mean? Some people are doing it for the money. Some people are doing it because they need a certain attention. Some people do it because they need to be a little bit more than what they are in their personal life. You know what I'm saying? Now, me, I'm not walking as if I'm the smartest person in the world. I'm forever a student. You know what I mean? And that's my first take on everything. I can go anywhere and listen to a conversation and take information from it and discard something that doesn't work for me. And I can do that respectfully, you know what I mean, without coming on and being fake or phony or acting as if I know everything, because I don't. You know what I'm saying? I don't put a cap on myself. And there's a lot of brothers that I communicate with back and forth, even in my personal life. It's like one or two people that I deal with. You know what I mean? Other than that, it's just me and my kids because I don't really bother people. That's why I started rocking with antisocial because that name alone, I can feel that name. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly where I'm at. I just don't like dealing with half of the stuff that I'm into anyway. People are like, oh, that's weird, or you're this, or you're that. So I'm automatically getting thrown with the titles and the labels. But we all go through that, you know. But if I can't be me and I can't be who I am, I won't waste my time. You know what I mean? Anywhere. You know what I mean? Anywhere I'm not welcome, I won't be there. But that doesn't mean I ain't gonna be in the bushes listening, because I'll definitely listen because I take information from everyone and I apply it to where I need to apply it, which is making sure that my children are okay, making sure that I'm okay, you know. So those are the things that I need. Now, as far as everything else, they'll come as they come. Patience, you know what I mean? And that's something that there was a train in the background. That's something that we lack even in our community. Is the patience, the understanding, or the understanding. Understanding is understanding who you are, but that understanding of other people as well. You know what I mean? Everybody just can't arrive on the same boat. You know what I mean? Uh, uh, everybody's traveling. Destinations are different. You know what I mean? Some people can get here, some people can get there. It's that understanding, and as you say, overstanding is what we need. You know what I mean?
And then I noticed this too, like on this app. I had it's so much I had to learn, and I learned so much in this year. But you'll go to some chats and you'll try to add to what they're saying, or even sometimes if it's wrong information. Like if I'm wrong, I want somebody to tell me what's right. People don't like using that term correction because they feel like I don't know why people don't like to be corrected, but just for conversational purposes, if I'm wrong, I want to know what's right. And you
Right.
try to give that information, and you catch backlash behind it. And it's like, oh, so it's sometimes like I be somewhere and I hear something, and I don't even bother, to try to give my perspective or give my opinion or correct what's wrong. I just let them.
Right.
That's how they run a show. If some people, everybody ain't on here for the same reason. So you
Exactly.
have to
Right.
identify that too. So what you saying is fact, brother. Because I will go into some chat and just listen. Because I know my opinion is probably not valuable, so I'm gonna keep it to myself.
Major facts, man. And and if I have to say, a lot of this YouTube stuff is internet. It's not internet, but it is entertaining purposes. So a lot of people get together, and it's like cliques and crews, and you're with this group. How do you identify with that group? You know what I mean? And if you're not fitting in with that group, you know what I mean? You're whatever you say, even if it's right or wrong, or even the exact on point of the topic, you're not welcome. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I recognize this is the internet. Half of the people who are not nobody here, but half of the people who get on here are putting on a persona like a circus. It's
Hmm.
not authentic. It's not real. Like I said, I've got on one channel where dude completely stopped everything he was doing just to tell people to hit the like button and put more money in his cash app. Otherwise, he ain't doing nothing. And he literally stared at the screen where everybody else was in the chat, just like, well, he's gonna start the screen, put money's the money. And I'm just sitting there looking like, this is church all over again. You know what I mean? This is not organic. Just do what you do. The like-minded people are gonna come to you regardless. Why you gotta force and push people to send you money, to hit the like button? That should be organic, you
Hmm.
know? Like I'll just say this, and maybe you can help me on this word and even anti. Remember when YouTube used to have the like button? I mean, the dislike button, and that can
Yeah.
actually be highlighted, and you can see how many dislikes people have. Now they don't took that away. Why?
I don't know why they took it away. I remember when they took it away because like the average person can't see it, but the content creator can still see it. Like I can see how
Mm,
many dislikes I got. Real quick, shout out to Lena. Appreciate you, Lena. Appreciate you. Hey, I want to tell you something funny. When I was in 755's live earlier and I spoke to Lena, I feel like I just knew for some reason she was gonna come to this live. And when I seen her pop in, I just smiled because I feel like I manifested that. But I appreciate you coming through, Lena. I hope the content is of value. It is a good environment over here. Hope to see you more. Hope to see you more. Appreciate you. Hey, somebody drop Lena's link for me, please, and link up.
Hey,
You know,
Alina. Welcome in.
much respect due, Alina.
but yeah, I don't know why they took that dislike button away, where everyone can see it. And I guess is people. I don't know, but I know it be people just hit dislike because they don't like the content creator. When I first,
Right. That's what it
Mm,
that's kind of along the lines. Yeah. You had people that wasn't watching the content. They would just hit dislike because they didn't like the person. So
mm,
I think that's why they took it away. Because of course a lot of people have haters, and I don't think it's fair if you don't watch the content that you can put dislike. You know.
right, right.
So I
That
think
makes
that's what it
sense.
was for overall.
Oh, okay. Okay. See, now I just learned something. For a minute there, I thought it was maybe the person who created something that wasn't likable. So instead of Instead of you becoming better and just doing what you have to do to get better, you get in your feelings, and then all of a sudden your ego is shot. Now you're like, oh, okay, well now people hate me, and then it's like, dude, it's the internet. You know what I mean? Better to be impressed by the people in your life who mean something versus random people you don't know on the internet. You know what I mean? But that was just
Right.
my take. But I didn't quite understand why
Yeah,
that
it's
button was
like that
gone.
one
So
bad review. You could have a person who has. You said, "Hold on, bro."
Yeah, hold on one second. Hold on
Okay.
one second. I got a special guest in the building. Hold on. Hold
all
on. I'm
right.
about to bring you up right now.
Hey, we got a saying in the D. It's called what up, though. You know what I'm saying? In Atlanta, they say what's happening. What's happening? In H-Town, they say what it do. What it do? I wanna welcome y'all to Detroit when we say what up, though. That's right. So when you hear this song, I want you to say, hey, what up? Hey, what up, though? 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 See me in the club, shouting no deal. Pocket full of
Let's
money, I'm a big face
go.
bill.
Hey,
Days on, diamonds in my ears. 25 stacks, so
shout
you
out
know
to
the
the
eyes
chat.
clear.
What's up,
Man
y'all?
from the D, where we all do a thing. Say what up, don't
The
talk
winning
what I
team in the
understand.
building.
Fresh and I'm cool every time you see me out. Cotton candy shaking, so you know that's what I'm about. Kitty cap match, shoes on my feet, they can be Nike Airs or the Jordan 23s. 24 slide on the block like it's
Boy, my
Oh,
alarm clock ain't even go off yet, but I heard a YouTube question.
Miss
What up,
V, peace and
though?
respect.
Hey, make this
What up,
Let's
happen.
though?
go.
I
Y'all
told
is
y'all
something
stop
else.
playing. I told y'all stop playing anything about YouTube. She live, she sleep, she
Right.
breathe it.
She said you rang.
She ain't.
Hey,
He's not lying, y'all. You want to get me on a panel? Talk about YouTube. They took that button away because it was like a toss up. They examined it, and it was like a toss up because that button discourages people, and
Mm.
they discovered that it's a lot of noise in the background. Can y'all hear
Yeah, that's
me?
over here. Hello.
Okay, so they discovered that although people was hitting the dislike
Oh.
button, they were still watching, and they were still tuning in. So they came to the conclusion that it was just people was using it just to discourage people, and so they took it away.
mm. And see, if y'all ain't got a Miss V with y'all, nah, boo boo.
You gotta get cousin Charleston over here.
Hey, you know, Miss V, wait till you see what I've been working on. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I am
Oh my
working on it.
god.
Hope, hopefully it ain't too
I've been
noise over on my
listening
end.
in.
I had to come back in the building. It'll start getting cold. Fingers start getting cold standing outside. So I'm back in the building though. But so yeah, so that definitely helps me to understand why the dislike button was dismantled. You know what I mean? Or at least for the public view and to see. Because it can be discouraging to a content creator.
Yep. And that's I'm happy they examined it, but it was like I said, it was like a toss up. Some people, a lot of people wanted it, and a lot of people didn't. I think the people, because of what YouTube's mission and values is, like they want to keep people on here. So if it's something
Hmm.
that they can fix and they see that it's discouraging people, that's what they're gonna do. But some people were upset. Me personally, I didn't care because
Hmm.
that's why some people be like, you can hit the like button or the dislike button. It's an action, do something type of thing. And
Right.
yeah, so but anyway,
Okay.
I don't, that's the only reason why I came up. But thank y'all. Like I've been listening in, and I came in and I see my name in the chat a lot, so I figured y'all had just talked about me. So shout out to y'all. Like this is very it helps me to keep going, and it helps build my confidence. Like, yeah, it just helps build my confidence, and it helps me to just keep going because I know what I offer is good. I know what I offer a lot of people need. Just need the eyes to see. And shout out to 755 and shout out to Lena. And I seen Lena in the chat earlier once I watched my replay. And that's another reason why it's important to rewatch it because I miss a lot in the chat. But I appreciate y'all. Shout out to the word.
Shout out to
Hmm.
Miss V. And Miss V, every
Yeah.
opportunity I get, I'm gonna speak on you. So get used to it. And shout out to Road to a Million. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. I dropped the link in the chat. Make sure y'all check out Road to a Million.
Shout out to
No doubt.
Antisocial. Shout out to Tay Eats. Shout out to the 9%.
Oh, thanks.
No
Yeah.
doubt. And I'm
You too.
definitely looking forward to working with you, Miss V. Absolutely. You know what I mean? Because you definitely have an expertise about you. And me just watching this, I'm looking at Word where he blew up, and then next Anti will be blowing up, Tay will be blowing up. So you know what I mean. I'm definitely looking forward to just getting on and having that opportunity. You know what I'm saying, and let you and the Word coach me into where I need to go. So I definitely look forward to it,
Well,
And
we definitely here for you whenever you get ready. You
and I
know?
appreciate that. Appreciate that.
Thank you.
and
I mean, we
perfect
need some
name.
people with sense around here.
And she created the
You,
perfect name for the group, the winning team. Because that's what we doing in
yeah,
2024. We winning.
We winning.
that's right.
We can't lose. Like,
Hmm.
you on the winning team, you can't lose.
Go.
But
That's a fact.
okay, y'all, I'm gonna go because I gotta get up.
All right,
Thanks for
sis. We
having me.
All
appreciate.
right.
Oh,
Thanks,
we
V.
appreciate you. Thank you for
Bye.
All right. I'm
blessing the
trying to
panel.
Of
find somewhere to
course.
go because they got the. Oh, my phone. I didn't even know what to talk
Oh, you good, Key. I'm gonna drop
about.
down to a word. I'm gonna charge my phone before this live.
All right,
Yeah,
sis.
I gotta juice
What
my
time is
phone
your
up.
live?
Whenever I finish, I set it for 1:30, but I'll put it back until you.
Okay. I mean,
All
I can, I'm about to end this anyway. I'm almost at
right,
2 hours.
and I'm gonna go when you
Oh wow.
finish up.
Wow.
I'm gonna go put it down.
All right, cool. I'm gonna
All right.
drop out myself in a minute.
See you,
I'm
Mr.
trying to
West.
dodge this. Oh, peace and respect to you, Anti. Looking forward to it. Hopefully, I'm gonna try to catch your live. If I don't, I'll rewatch it as I'm heading home, like I
Oh,
always do.
I'm gonna be in the chat word. All right, bye, y'all.
All right. Appreciate both y'all. Man, shout out to Antisocial. Shout out to Keith West. Shout out to Miss V. I appreciate y'all so much. And this is the thing too. We didn't get off track. We just showed what complimenting one another means. You know how, these great minds came up here and assisted me with the conversation. That's how we compliment one another. If you see a content creator and they open, you know, don't be afraid to hit that panel, and assist them, drop some sauce, give them a different perspective, just make sure they open because not everyone is, but what this panel is, what this channel is, we come over here to build, these conversations, I always say create nations, you can create something just through conversation, not debating, but having dialogue that's beneficial, that's moving forward. That's you can do that. We've been doing it for a whole year over here, and we growing. We getting bigger. I used to have 5, 6 people in the chat. We got 18, and we want more. Don't be afraid to hit that link if you got something to say. If you got something beneficial to the people, don't be afraid to hit it. I had people say, "Well, I can't articulate my word." That's not the point. The point is maybe your words resonate with people, mine don't. That's just fact. I'm not gonna be able to reach everyone. So yeah, I want assistance. I want cooperation. That's how cooperation builds the nation too. Us cooperating, us working together. That's how we create and build. So yeah, I know this is different. This is different over here. This ain't like the regular YouTube channel. The way we do stuff, we want participation. You know, I open the panel for people to come and drop sauce. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not with all the BS. You know, so if you come with that, I'm gonna eliminate it quick. I don't care about trolls, views, and none of that. What's important to me is getting the information to the people. That's more important than a like and a click and a view. So if I'm doing a show, nah, I don't want nobody up here just randomly cussing people out and doing all that. Nah, I'm not here for that. If I say it in the chat, I'm getting it out of here. You know, but that's what we doing over here. We building, we growing. You know, I want this to be a space where people feel comfortable expressing their thoughts and opinions, even their emotions. You know, that's what this is a sanctuary. It's for us to build, for us to help one another become better. You know, just my interactions with y'all make me a better person. And I hope the conversation make y'all a better person. That's my intent. I want to positively affect people when I speak. That's what I want to do. I want to speak life into people. When you leave here, I want you to feel like you can run through a damn wall. I want you to feel like nothing can stop you. That's my intent. I don't want you leaving here feeling bad, feeling defeated, feeling victimized. Nah, I want you to feel good. And that's what I'm going to keep doing. I'm going to have conversations. They're going to be tough conversations. But like I said, I'm going to speak life into the conversation. That's what I'm going to do. That's what my people do. That's what the 9% do. But I don't want to stay on too late. Make sure y'all link up with Antisocial. We going over there next. And quick disclaimer, if sugar hit the panel, sugar and spice, it gets sweet and spicy. But definitely, we over at Antisocials after this. So if y'all need somewhere to hang out, somewhere to chill, that's another spot, 9%. But y'all know what I always say, care about how you feel. These are the conversations to build nation. And if we said anything to resonate with you, do me a favor, hit that share button, tell somebody to tell somebody, help me spread the word. But until tomorrow, we out of here. Remember, we're going to Antisocials next. Hey, sis, drop your link in the chat. Nightbot.
You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. Looking for change, looking for pain, pulling a mob, pushing a train. I'll never stop, stick to a lane, pick up the pieces and go rearrange. I'll be the best above all the rest, put me to the test and expect nothing less, your check as I'm chess, what's happening next, yeah. He got the venom, a tangible weapon, no coming in second. This life is a lesson, he got a new engine from pain, it's a blessing. New focus, no guessing, just bold and obsession, all in his possession. You got their attention, I'll leave an impression and take your redemption. Just kill no discretion, your mind is a weapon. 11-11, it's time for progression, You could try to play, but you're never gonna beat me. Look the other way, what I'm doing ain't easy. Bloody hands stained from the people who deceive me. Muddy hands break through the chains, go free me. People like sheep move feet, hurt it easy. You don't wanna be fast asleep when they're scheming. Better stand tall, ready for a fight, believe me. When they try the chains, you can say no, free me. So he's been looking for somebody who could save him, instead of searching inside for what they gave him. A strong will, strong mind causes mayhem. We could change the world, change